file, so new, enter key, F3 for open, then F2 save, then F5 full screen, then alt enter, then again alt enter. So change the properties for environment editor. So tab size for a default extension. If you are using C program, just we are using C, then OK, enter. Then again open a new file, is automatic to C, F5 full screen. It is a sample program, so void main. So void is a return type, main is a main function. Void, it should not return any value. So CLR is here, so clear the screen function. So printf. If you are using CLR is here function, you must declare hash include .h. Then printf welcome to C program. So if you are using printf or scanf function, we must declare hash include stdio.h standard input output header file. If you see the output means we must use getch off, then enter key, closing brace. So compilation, control F9 is called as compile, then alt F9 is run as, sorry, control F9 run. So run the program, just welcome to C program. The next one, decision making statement. So biggest among two numbers. First of all, to declare the variable for inputting, getting the input for two numbers, so A and B. So two numbers, we are getting two numbers, so that we are declaring two variable. So printf. So it is a control format. So printf in double quotes, we are using these statements is just display the output screen. So scanf is used for to getting an input, so it formatted input. So we are getting the input for a variable, so a is integer variable, so that we are using the format of percentage %d, then address of a variable. The next one, so end of the b value, so we have stored the value for b. The next we are using to check the condition, that is the decision making statement, the first statement, if conditions. So how to use if condition, already we see the So end of the line we must use statements, that is semicolon. So if a greater than b, if the condition is true, so that print of a is simple if statement. So just we are running the program, control F9, run. So a value 20, b value 4. So a is big. Again run the program. First a value 4, then b value 6. There is no output because of there is no else statements. Here we are using else statement, else print of b is big. If the condition is false, so that the condition is false, then to execute the else statement, b is big. Control F9. 4, then again 6, b is big, b value is big. The next program, the greatest numbers among 3 numbers, the biggest of 3 numbers. So a, b, c. So getting the input for a, b and c variable. So you enter the c value. Then c variable. If you are using any variable means we must declare the variable after that to use. So a, b and c. So here we are using a, b and c. If you are using any variable means we must declare the variable. Without declaration we cannot use the variables. So here and is the operator and a greater than c. The condition must be satisfied above b value and above c value. If the condition is true, so a is big. So a greater than b, the a value must be greater from b value and c is less from a value. Both the condition is true, so a is big. Otherwise, to check if else statement. If else statement. If the condition is false, then go for the next block, that is if else statements. If else. So if the condition is false, so just we are neglect a value. After we are using b greater than c. So if the condition is true, so b is big. Otherwise, else print of c is big. So if the condition is true, to execute if block, otherwise to check so b is big. otherwise else statement is executed. C is B. So just we are running the program, control F9, one error. What is this? If else, not if else, else if, else if. Then again control F9. So first number 3, 5, then 2. So B is big. The next switch statement. First of all, to get two numbers, the first one is A value and the second one B value. So data all the lines. Then we are using a number of options. So print of the first option is number 1 addition. We are adding a number of options. It is similar as if else if statements. So here we are using 4 options. Number 1 addition, number 2 subtraction, number 3, so slash n is used for to display the output in new line, number 3 multiplication, number 4 division, and so on. If you want more, we can add next line. Then again print of slash n, enter the option. Then scanf, just we are using another one variable that is relevant. The variable is identical one, so that the variable must be an identifiers, that is option. Variable ch is a integer data type, so that percentage d comma ampersand ch. Then switch is started, switch is a keyword also. Ch is an expression value, so case and label. So number of labels, the label is a identification one. If you are using case 1, that is the input, the option is 1, means to process addition, because of 1 is an indication of addition. So print of result, anyone result, the addition is anyone, we can use it. Percentage d comma a plus b, both the value is added and print the format of an integer. Then final one break. So break is nothing but just we are breaking from the loop or switch statement. Then second case number 2, and Number 2 is subtraction, so result equal to a minus b. Then third case, the third option is multiplication. The third option, multiplication, so a into b. Then fourth option, number 4, division. The final one, if doesn't to match any cases, means we must the final one is similar as if else if statement, so that if else if else if else if last one else statement, the else is similar as in switch statement default. Default is same as else statement. Slash n invalid option. Then final one, break is the option 1 in default. Break is the option 1, but case we must use break statements because of after execution they must be breaking. If you are not using in break statements, just the line is struck out. The case should not be skipped, so we must use break statements in such cases. It's a program. Okay, fine. Control F9, run. The first value 34, second value 2. Number of option is listed here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So we are choice option number 3. So 3 is multiplication, so that 34 into 2, answer 68. Thank you.